Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Marcion. I wanted to come and say hello. Wish you a good day. We're getting very close to this new moon in Libra. So I'm going to pull a few cards. I'm going to put 10 cards from this very soft tarot deck. So the tarot is only a support that allows me to speak about those spiritual things I'm used to speak about in those videos. But this is more material. It addresses more the earth plane. It is a Chinese deck. It's a very traditional tarot. And in essence, what we need to do is to understand the idea of interference. For it is the Eight of Swords. So it is our will that is, our own will is being distracted from where it should be to focus on what we need to be focused on. But it is part of the process. We are given the time to wander around. And so from there will come, there is the possibility of the understanding that we may get a bit lazy, and but it's part of the process of spiritual searching. There is this withdrawal process. Do not judge yourself, but if you feel you need to react. And there is also the possibility of great. This is a God of abundance that comes into the picture that could bring great blessings in terms of abundance, and there is also this idea of patience and the ability to pause. So all of that is the situation. What goes around the situation is about letting go of old memories, to be free of old memories, of sorrow, of anything that can have attachment to us, because in many sense there is only one thing we can attach ourselves, that we'll never have. Second negative effect is God, or it's the light, God, the source, the light, the life force, the innermost power that makes it all possible. When we attach ourselves to God, that's the only thing the attachment is good. Otherwise, the attachment, everything can be enjoyed, but without attachment, because it is usually what makes us feel, what makes us suffer. And so once we discover that, we'll find the ability to share love, to find this beautiful romantic relationship that will be coming once we heal the wounds of our heart. We have first to heal the wounds, and then we'll be able to be open to love and to share that love. What's before us is the ability to let go of the old past. It is the hanging ghost, and as we let go, then we find fulfillment. The Nine of Cups, it's this great card of wish fulfilling, this great heaven. This blessings that comes into our life. What's in our subconscious is a success that's been anchored. It's deeply anchored. We have already made this ascension. It is just our mind that needs to catch up, as we have already fulfilled, whether the 99% is done or 90% is done. There is just a little bit left to do. And for now we are like, this card that needs to, it says you have to follow your intuition and follow. It is a poet that's been but feel misunderstood by society. And so it is about accepting that, just to take when you create for yourself, and then eventually the people will catch up to what you do. And what we need, what's coming in the future, is the path of the hermit. Is like walking into. Is going to find what he's looking for. What we seek in the fourth dimension, we'll find in the fifth dimension. At the apex of the fourth dimension, this nexus, there is this great hyperspace realm that opens to the eternal field of crystalline consciousness, where all answers are being everything that we are looking for in the fourth dimension through our exploration. We'll find resolution in the fifth dimension. And so what we are in this situation, we have this. It's amazing. I mixed the card, but it's the same card that I had in the French reading in this position. It is the very powerful card, the Knight of Swords. Is the ability to escape anything, to leap from world to world, to have no attach, to disappear from one place to another, to move on from one thing to the other. We have this power it's growing within us. This sense of its ability to be free. In the outside world, though, we have this card that came also in the French reading, which is the card of disappointment. So disappointment may come from without. What is disappointment? Is what are the disappointment about? About the chariot. I don't know if that makes any sense. About the ability to, because the chariot has to come from within. It cannot be provided from outside when it comes to. Although there is a feeling of. maybe a connection on the heart level, a home, and what we learn is the tower from those disappointments. What we learn is the towers. It's like the thunder. It's like whatever our beliefs are being shattered, and then it's like the house of God. It's like God is destroying the house, so we can rebuild something better. And how can we prevent the disappointment? Although they come from outside, so it's like there's nothing you can do except to understand, to communicate what is the sharing of this beautiful blessed relationship that's touched with grace. And when God puts two people together, they're together forever. It's like that's why they said that family is a divine relationship, when marriage is a human relationship, because if it was divine, people would not get divorced. So, but it's part of the process. So it is about this love, the ability, this relationship to blend in, to be one with that energy, so that we. So you can connect with we can connect with we can make that shift. What's inside our inner emotion, our hopes and fear, it is the power of justice, the balance, the harmony. With this new moon in Libra, we're like it's the Libra month, so happy birthday. And it's really it's really to keep things in balance. Life is an equation that needs to be always balanced out, and the outcome is the King of Staff, which is knowledge. It's about being the seer, understanding all things, is to be able to see beyond the veil, and all this is leading us to this empowerment. So be kind and patient in relationship to yourself. It is very important to keep that, to know that it's very important to always to understand that there is meaning within life, and as we let ourselves be led, we'll find a higher consciousness that will reveal in our mind. For we have the Akash is very important. If we are completely amnesic, we do not know who we are. We are only what we believe to be. In truth, I believe we are more than what we may believe to be. But in a sense, in many sense, we don't have all the clues about our Akash. Some of us have already received a hint about certain past life. We do not need to know everything. We just need enough to integrate the wisdom of those past lives, and to balance out the energies that are still need to be balanced. And so I had many past lives on the earth. I know where I come from, and I know where I entered this universe. But there's many gaps in my memory, and I'm looking forward to the time. I know that it may come at some point. I may regain the totality of my memory. For this is really what we seek, because we are all universes. We are all divine, eternal beings that have lost our memory, and we had to sign a contract when we came down into this incarnation that we would leave our memories behind, but they've been preserved, and it may be time to awaken, to remember. It is part of our DNA that is awakening. And talking about DNA, past life, Akash, all of that is connected. What is the highest wisdom for us today is the farm, is the ability to nourish ourselves and to nourish others. So it is a great blessing that we receive from Mother Earth, and from God and from others. It is a sharing of experience. What we need to understand is the karmic relationship. What are the ties we have with those, and to understand, to utilize our karma for our highest evolution, to understand, to utilize our dark side for our evolution, to utilize all negative experiences to bring this enlightenment, to transmute into something good. For the darkness transmuted into light is the light of the light. For God would have not created that darkness if it wasn't some hope for it to become even more than what it was before the separation. What we need to do is the love life. Well, wonderful. It is about being romantic. It's about preparing for this romantic love, and the outcome is more than romantic love. It is the baby. So it may be for me, I know if I meet someone that this person that I'm waiting for, I know there may be a child that will come as a result of that relationship. I wanted to, but it's all personal. I hope this reading had meaning for you. The card, I hope didn't. I'm sure there are meaning, because a child can be a rebirth, also a rebirth. For we are children of God, and we are rebirthing. We are dying and rebirthing every day, every moment. Even it's going on a lot faster than we believe. It's going so fast. Actually, we believe that everything's stable, and in truth, that things are paused. Like Aristotle believed that things were not in motion. Heraclitus was wrong, but I think everything is in motion, except paradise that does not move. everything move in relationship to it. And this painting is about it's a symbolic painting about the architects of the master universe, which are paradise beings who are eventuated at the dawn of creation. And there is the first architect is the architect of paradise. He's the senior intelligence below the level of deity. When you arrive on paradise, it's like he's your primary guide. Huh? Then there is the three architects of the central universe, the divine universe that existed before the creation of the cosmos, and then there is the seven architects of time and space, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so this is ours, the seven we live in the seventh super universe. Therefore, the 11th architect of paradise is the one that has that created the architecture of all that magnificent galaxy and galactic families. And then there is the first level. Those architects will come into play much later when time and space will be completely done. We'll move into the first level of transcendental universes, and there are 4 levels that increase so we, in truth, we're at the very, very beginning of that cosmic reality. Is the second age. There was the age of the central universe. Then God created the cosmos, and we're on the first stage of the cosmos, which is time and space. We need to master time and space, balance this equation. Briefly about art, I was listening to a video. I think my art is pretty much aligned with the rules that this artist Kandinsky was trying to define, is that to be honest in relationship to yourself, which I believe it is. I'm painting purely for myself, so I'm involving my own self. It's primary in my creation. To be in touch with what is going on in your society and your time, and I believe this world of spirituality is right on the dot, because there is an awakening of humanity, and those paintings are reminding us of the spiritual origin and awakening cellular memory within ourselves. Soon I'm looking forward to be able to present this artwork around the world. And number 3 is to be honest in relationship to art. For art to be, and in many sense bringing this world of symbol. It's kind of totally new in many sense, this universe I'm bringing. Of course it is I'm sure there are many other artists that are working on that frequency level, but I know I have a central place in this, or I have an important mission within the cultural evolution of what is going on right now, and I'm looking forward to continue to work on that process. So that well, I hope this video was interesting for you. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing if you like those videos. I was going to sing this song in French, or well, maybe I'll sing it. It's like, if you want to stick around, it makes practice for me. It's a song about somebody who says she's the one I love, and that's my preference. Je le sais, sa façon d'être à moi parfois vous déplaît. Autour d'elle et moi le silence se fait. Mais elle est ma préférence à moi. Oui, je sais, cet air d'indifférence qui est sa défense vous fait souvent offense, mais quand elle est parmi mes amis de faïence, je sais ma défaillance. Je le sais, on ne me croit pas fidèle à ce qu'elle est, et déjà vous parlez d'elle à l'imparfait. Mais elle est ma préférence à moi. Il faut croire, moi seul je sais quand elle a froid, ses regards ne regardent que moi par hasard. Elle est mon incertitude par hasard. J'aime sa solitude. Je le sais, sa façon d'être à moi parfois vous déplaît. Autour d'elle et moi le silence se fait. Mais elle est ma chance à moi, ma préférence à moi. Na 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 na. Well, so a little bit of entertainment. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for everything, and I wish you a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.